Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, 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 yeah. So it's time to review some things, right? So I touched on this before. I got real in depth. Now, some folks brought up some stuff that I ain't considered before, right? So we're gonna go over some things. Okay, so we keep hearing about everything but the facts, right? People changing the narrative. Oh, she's 19, an adult. Oh, he's 56, an adult. Oh, she's 19, it's creepy, a consensual adult. Oh, he's 56, he's creepy, another consensual adult. Listen, y'all could miss me with this age gap stuff. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Now, talk to me when it's some old R. Kelly type stuff, or Epstein type stuff, when we're dealing with uh, older adults and younger kids. But don't tell me about an age gap for two consenting adults. All right. So people that change that narrative, they got their own personal issue here. I ain't got that problem. You dig? I look at the evidence, and that's what makes me unique. I can look at the evidence but without my emotions. Now, I don't go for 19-year-olds because I don't want to. Not that I believe it's immoral or I believe it's illegal. No, I don't want to. But let's say if a 19-year-old just hounding the hell out of me, and she looked like Brittany Renner or something like that, and she keep hounding me, she might get the business. But I'm definitely not going. I'm only looking for one. But if I did, that's my personal prerogative, Bobby Brown. Okay, so I don't want the narrative to change. We're dealing with what it is. Now, there's some things that are creepy that Shannon did, and it has nothing to do with the age. There's some other things he did that comes off as creepy. And I'm gonna let Corey Holcomb speak to that, him and Rizza Islam. And then, believe it or not, Umar actually made sense when he covered this. Yes, Dr. Umar Johnson, when he touched on this, I watched the whole thing. I'm like, wow, he surprised me. I really believe that school is killing Umar. I don't know if he was stressing for money and he needed a quick scam. I don't know what it is, but he kind of killed whatever he was going to ride off into the sunset with. He killed it with the school thing. Because he's very entertaining when he gives his take on things that's not related to a school. Okay. So anyway, all right. So anyway, let's roll the tape. Let's start with Corey Holcomb.
too. We got somebody that was gonna be here last week, but he came this week, and we always glad to have him.
Oh, excuse me.
He was in a pop lock competition, won first place.
Come on, sit down here, y'all. Welcome, brother Rizza Islam, to the show. Brother Rizza, you all right? Always got that smooth ass hair, boy. God damn, I'm gonna get some Murrays. I'm finna give me some Murrays and lay my shit down, man.
That part's funny.
Yes, sir. Good to see everybody.
You too.
Rizza, see if you could jump in on this question, bro.
Yes, sir.
What do you think the brother Shannon Sharpe's problem is? What do you think his problem is? Why is he jammed up right now, in your opinion, brother? I know that hit you. Do you need a minute? You want me to go first, or you want to go?
You can go ahead.
Okay, good.
You can go ahead.
I don't want to put it, because I always try to make sure brother Rizza Islam stays neutral. So that's why I'm going to speak my piece, and then I'm sure it'll give him time to gather his thoughts. You won't be neutral?
Oh,
Okay. Well, listen.
I don't trust the white woman. Go ahead.
No, do you want to go into that first?
I don't
You
trust the white woman.
you don't trust the who?
The white woman.
Okay, why don't you trust her?
Because she is. Okay. I'll
What
say
about
this.
albinos?
here we go, Craig. You know what, Craig?
The certified Caucasian white woman, I don't trust. And that is because throughout history, her position has been to cause a circumstance and deny that it has ever happened. Deny that she was the cause of it, pretend that she's the victim. This is how this goes. Take down a big black man and pretend, hey, I had nothing to do with it. Or
She taught the sisters that though, right?
Yes.
Because they talk about this a white woman.
There are a number of
I'm
women-
talking about all the women I know act like they don't know what the fuck happened. And they was the orchestrator
Margaret
of the
Sanger?
bullshit.
Single time. I watch it every time. And whether if you're an actor, whether if you're an athlete, you're trying to get that new contract with that whole, I want you to put a big black baby in me. I said, that she got him.
Yeah, that kind
That was
of
it.
role playing
That's
like
wild.
that. What kind of
That-
man?
No,
Now everything they saying are facts. Okay. So this was creepy. Like these conversations, if anybody want to go with the creepy route, right? The creepy narrative, this is the creepy narrative. To put a big black baby in me. These conversations that he's having with her is creepy. Not the age gap. I'm not gonna judge two consenting adults. Okay. It's none of my business. But the conversation that they're having is creepy.
I mean, it was scary because I knew he didn't realize.
But what we ain't bold enough to talk about, Rizza, Craig, Darlene, this is what we ain't bold enough to talk about. As a man,
Listen,
do you know what kind of discipline you have to have when you got boss money
Come on, bro.
and not fuck who you want to fuck?
Come on, brother.
The discipline has to be through the roof, because if you got paper, you fuck the bitches you want to fuck.
people always
If you
call me when I
got
click the live
paper,
button.
the world is your oyster.
Ain't nobody
So
bothered me yet
what
since I
can
clicked
we
that live
do,
button.
Brother Rizza, when we got money to walk amongst the have-nots, the attractive have-nots, because that's what she is, right? I'm gonna let you have it first, Craig and D, because I know Rizza gonna be long-winded with it, because we need this
I'm gonna skip a couple
information.
times.
Married, right?
Correct.
But back in the day, they had.
Oh, that's another thing. I hate the little marriage like I don't like that. That's a religious perspective, right? They have a bias. Hey, Shannon, you need to get married. Shut up. It has nothing to do with marriage. Okay? It has nothing. It has all to do with women out here to get you, to shake you down. Okay? Don't matter if he married. So okay, if he married a 19-year-old, then what? She still was gonna shake him down? Oh, let me guess. Oh, he gotta marry somebody his age. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Like it's still a personal bias. It's usually some out of shape, dusty older woman who wish they can get somebody like Shannon. All right. And it's or some cornball Negro who never had women growing up. Oh, you're married. Stop. You don't need to get married. this woman's going to target. How about the men who were married and got targeted like Jason Williams with Brittany Renner and who else he get? Was it Jason Williams? I might have said the wrong name. I thought it was him. One of the Nets guys played for the Nets. Okay, so yeah, so the marriage is worse when at least a scandal. They got to prove, they need a jury to like to side with them. But when you're married, ain't no jury. You're due certain things. All right. And matter of fact, if y'all don't know, majority of the women, about 90% of the women who are rich is because of a divorce. Okay. So 90% of the women who are rich, they're rich because of a man's wealth. That's how they become rich because of their man's wealth, their husband's wealth. They divorced and they took a portion and now they are rich. So no, I'm not interested in marrying a woman so she could just divorce me for the same reason that little 20-year-old, 19-year-old thought would do a scandal. I'm good. You dig? I'll take my chance with thoughts. I ain't about to get married for what? That the marriage does not protect you from a scandalous woman. Stop it. Just like marriage ain't gonna protect a woman from an abusive husband. Like, let's stop. Oh, you got to get married. That's why he's abusing you. That just sounds stupid.
They had a class wife, but she's a woman that can also clothe her. The issue is, so shit is out of order. 700 when you
did you keep your thought?
Islam got the slick back. Oh no, he didn't do the. No, Rizza. Oh, don't tell me he went and got the slick back. Yo, why is it necessary? Is that like a rites of passage in the NOI, FOY, Fruit of Islam, Nation of Islam? Is it a rites of passage that you must get the relaxer? So now he got to lay down. These guys come into the Nation of Islam with nappy Kunta Kinte hair. And once they rise up in ranks, all of a sudden their hair is just like Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, look at Dr. Wesley Muhammad's hair now. Now all of a sudden, but look at it when he first joined. Look at Farrakhan here when he first joined. Now look at it now. Like, what is it with this? I know the real answer.
He was a boss.
To have a living bitch you can fuck.
Next, but I'm saying, like, D, did you keep your thought? I know it's been a while. Go ahead, give it to us, D. We don't really like when you talk.
Let me skip her. Yeah, we definitely like when she talk. Let me skip her. It was some dumb shit. She said some dumb shit. Just know it was stupid. Anybody can just go back and catch what she said.
But there was another. He's recently made a nice.
It was dumb. I'm not gonna waste my time.
I was like,
because women really don't have a great.
You still want Bombay shit, and if you can afford it, you're gonna go for it.
Right, but that kind of behavior and all that, and just thinking you can get away with it when you've got contracts coming up, when you've got a certain level, when you see that you're making more money than you say you did when you were in the NFL, so why would you now jeopardize that?
Well, see, I'll say it this way because he definitely had enough experience from all those years, so he knows that this is not new. But I will say. Right. He was caught up in a honey trap.
He answered her question that fast. Now this honey trap shit was corny. So let me just move on. But he said something good in that honey trap stuff. He did say something interesting, but the honey trap analogy was trash.
For all this stuff, they're given a folder. This is very real. And they study it. They learn everything about you. And they go to the common places where you normally are. Then they start to finish your sentences for you. They start to bring you things. And I saw you over there, like this, man. I like the way you talk, man. That joke was funny, etc.
Intention bombing.
Intention, all that, love bombing. And right, so you get caught in that. Next thing you know, they have you in the bed with them. Next thing you know, you're involved with them. Now they're around you in your life and all this. And you're like, damn, I love this woman all of a sudden. And then boom. Oh, he raped me. Oh, boom. You had a $100 million contract coming down the line. I'm suing you for $50 million. That was a mark hit. That is a honey trap, love trap, Israeli Mossad tactic. It is very real. Happens all the time. Now, whether or not she directly was instructed. I'm using men's lust for me to get money. I'm going to go after a big fish. Shannon Sharpe, making a lot of money. I've been hanging around with him. Let me see how much money I can get out of this man. $100 million contract. If I say rape.
Now, I don't, okay, it ain't no honey trap, because what he just said was, he just said that when a woman targets a man, okay, that's a honey trap bullshit. But Shannon Sharpe targeted her.
Now I can get at least half of that. Understand is that just because a lot of these individual females are OnlyFans models doesn't mean they're unintelligent. They're very intelligent.
Very
with how,
calculated.
they're very calculated with what they're doing. How do you think these women feel going up here showing their bodies for $5.99 a month, $10.99, whatever their damn price is? They know this is going to be on the internet forever. They know it's going to be out there.
Corey Holcomb cut him off because he knows that this dude, he's like some folks on my channel. They don't stop until you cut them off. And then they get mad and say, let me finish. Like, dude, are you serious? Yes. No, go away. It's like, okay, go sit there.
You know, they've already factored that in. Parties.
Like, he ain't gonna stop.
All of that just to catch intentional. I'm not
He ain't gonna stop.
open to be targeted. They make themselves targets, meaning the snakes in the
Better cut
field.
'em off.
You won't be able to see them because you're so. And they just sitting there like, I'm about to take.
Man, right here. Okay, this is the picture I got
Okay.
from a young lady, right?
Okay.
It's the setup picture, right?
Oh, that's right.
Dang, I
All
don't
this
feel
stuff.
So bad.
What does that last paragraph say? Will you read that out loud, D?
Oh, God.
What does that last
Here,
paragraph
let's see.
say?
The entire thing?
Just read that last paragraph.
Hey there, I hope you are well. I can't tell you anything now, but I need an initial investment of $1105 upfront
She used
plus
the word
optional
investment.
10 to 50 per month for tools. The business plan is
Go,
built,
stop,
but I
go over there.
need to protect it before I share. What?
Brother.
I don't know this bitch. I ain't never slept with her. It's just I saw her one day. She did the shit like you said, almost as if she had a folder. Corey Holcomb, woo, to do that.
Hilarious.
I couldn't finally came.
Anybody else?
Oh, I don't know. This is what I tell. You can help me out.
So Corey Holcomb said something
After
interesting.
a couple of
I'm trying to get to it. I'm gonna go to
people
Umar.
like that, not you, Riz, are helping me yourself with a throat, with breasts.
Let me
I ain't
try
no
to get to it.
asshole man, really, and shit.
I
Even
don't
though
know
I
if
play with an
passed
asshole while I'm waiting
I
on
thought
my
it was when RZA got there, but it could have been before
dick to get
RZA
hard
got
again.
there. Let me see.
But and there's people house that's closer to me than yours.
So brothers can understand. One, it's possible, but two, it ain't easy.
Brother, RZA participates in our 50 show.
Absolutely. I recommend it. Because we want to get a head count. But brother,
Yeah, I
autism.
think he already said it. Let me go back. Oh shit.
show up Friday because you're going to get.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He on some crazy shit. Let me go back.
Fuck you and that ugly ass boy you gave me.
Would you think, so would it be fair to say that here in the United States, it's majority
that way.
grandparents that do that stepping in for the roles? I think it's more
Man,
grandparents.
House.
Doesn't
With
have to
him.
live there. Right.
Let me see.
Headlining a major tour across the United States of America.
No.
Yeah.
No.
See, people.
Be a better person throughout the rest of your life. Because your developmental years, you don't need no bitch asking you what you want to eat tonight.
No.
That is the dumbest shit a woman can say to her child. What you want to eat tonight? I watch bitches say that, I just leave a house.
I would too.
Because I'm going to go to war with this little motherfucker.
With the police, they can't.
Oh.
Mom,
All right. I'm gonna try to catch it.
And then she said, the uncle never leaves their life. The man sometimes goes on and gets some pussy and got sprung.
right. So so
That ain't no good nigga right there.
and basically in retaliation, her brothers and her uncle.
You have to teach these children who can realize all the motherfuckers. Y'all ain't gangster. You right. What do you think is wrong with Shannon Sharpe? Craig?
Okay.
You want me to say it for real?
Man,
think
please
his
don't
disorder
hold
is
back.
Sprungness.
What do you think is wrong with the brother?
I think Shannon Sharpe is immature.
Oh, good. There you go.
I think he's immature. I think athletes, specifically athletes who were as good as him and have been successful as long as him, have a delusion about life where they think life is what life should reflect anything that doesn't fuck what they eat.
Yes, I had skipped past.
Oh man, not really.
What do you think is wrong with your boyfriend crush? You don't trust the who?
Damn,
Okay, why don't you trust her?
find it.
Okay.
A woman who is a child to him.
Okay, here we go.
Just
Here we
lie
go.
on him, say he raped me, sue him, and get a lot of money. Quick come up, or boom. That. She outlined it for these dumb athletes
Corey's gonna
and get pregnant by
why
them. This is
Shannon
what
is a
she
creep, and
said.
has
She
nothing
said
to
it
do with the
out
age
loud.
gap.
Be careful because a lot
Well,
of them
a
are
little bit
placed
too. Let
around
that
you,
go.
and you think that you are a. What's wrong with you being with
I know
up in
why.
your 50s? No, I mean like realistic.
Through conversations with a woman who is a child to him. The reason you have a true conversation, besides being lame, and that ain't no diss, that's a real word. Besides being lame, not knowing,
Here we go.
is
Listen.
because you are in self-conflict at a very high level. Why in the world would you have a conversation with a fucking kid you fucking? I mean, she's grown. She's grown.
Okay, that part makes him creepy. All right. I'm so glad he got to it. I did miss it. That part makes him creepy. Let me tell you what makes him creepy. Get over here. Come get your food. That part makes him creepy. What makes him creepy is that, dude, if you're gonna do your thing with a younger woman at that young, okay, do your thing then, and then go home. But this sick dude, Shannon Sharpe, is conversing with her like they're the same age. Like he's also 19 years old. That's the point. When I heard that audio. Oh, you gonna be a dick to me? Like he's talking to her like that's why when the other guy says immature, I'm like, yo, this dude talking like he kind of like slow a little bit, like he's like a predator. And again, because he's not because of the age gap, it's because he's stooping down for her age to get what he want, or he and when okay, so when she said you're manipulating me, yeah, I believe that. I believe that. I believe he was manipulating her. Okay, it doesn't make her innocent either. But I believe that because when he's talking to her, like Corey just said, why is a 56-year-old talking to a 19-year-old like they're on the same level? Like he's having genuine conversations with her, and they're just sleeping partners. All right, it's because he started to delude himself like he's actually her boyfriend. You know, it got too far. So certain men can kind of relate. You know, when we were younger, you dig? We thought we had to pretend to be her boyfriend to get her to come to our home or do this with us or that with us. So we thought we had to play the game for her to do what we want her to do. Okay. But we were 18, 19, 20. We were in goddamn 30, 40, 50. So for him to do that at 56 years old, I'm like, yo, what's up with this dude, yo? Like, and that's why somebody like me, like I said, if I choose to date a 19-year-old for whatever selfish reason, that's my prerogative. I can do what I want to do. Okay. I'd rather not. And the reason I don't want to do that is because of the conversation. There's no 19-year-old who could have a conversation with me. All they're gonna do is piss me off. I'm gonna cuss them out because they're gonna be so immature. Okay, they're gonna talk about the stupidest. You hear that, Drake? And I mean, trust me, man. I'm gonna go crazy on them. I'm gonna be verbally abusive. So that's why I can never do it. That's why I say for me, like 33, 35 is my cutoff. That's it. Cause and they be acting goofy. There's no way I can be on that phone call to 19-year-old. It has to be transactional only. And Corey's gonna break that down. I got it. Hey, what's up? This will be my conversation with a 19-year-old. Hey, you ready? Or hey, what's up? You on your way? That's it. Hello, you ready? Or hello, you on your way? Click. All right, click. See you. That's it. There's nothing else to talk about. You dig?
But I'm saying, what are you talking to her about?
Right.
What are you talking to a girl who's 20 and
That part.
Caucasian about, and you're an elderly black man? He really thought them muscles made him something special. You a old sucker, dude.
Right.
Every bitch I fuck that's under 30, every time they
Dude's a
begin
clown.
conversation with me,
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
not, wait. I just passed my coming out here. Now shut the fuck up and let me go through this shame without conversation.
Right.
I don't have conversation for a younger woman. If I got you about 20 years, you here for a purpose.
Right. That's it.
And that purpose is not to conversate with me.
Yeah,
How much
past that.
extra to be quiet and get naked so I can go when I'm through?
How much to be
But
quiet?
they got
How much more
firmer
to be quiet?
vaginas.
This is a fact.
So I mean, I understand why
Okay.
he's doing it, but
So
that's
I
it's-
think
A young,
I don't
wet.
think it's that.
Know the rules
don't
of the game you're
Okay,
playing.
I hate women.
What
This
is
all
the
I'm saying.
rules of the game
Know
we're
the
playing,
rules
brother?
of the game you
Like,
are playing.
Help us,
you know
brother.
the system that you are
Like,
dealing with.
how can a woman speak to this? We're talking about older men, younger women. What do you know about it, old lady? What do you know about that? Because if you experienced it, then you still can't relate because it was an older guy manipulating you. You still can't relate. Just sit back and learn from men who can tell you how this goes. Just like when it comes to women, like dating, like manipulating men. Like I can't relate to that. Like they just can game me and tell me what they thinking, and I just learn. But I don't need to hear an older women opinion on how older men game younger women. Okay, is that Ice T wife and used to be fire? I don't think that's her. I don't think that's her because Ice T wife used to have like a crazy body. I mean, if that's her, I doubt it. That's not her because his wife was kind of like banging. Yeah, that's not her. I don't think so. All right, so now check this out. So I'm gonna play some of Umar. So and I'm gonna do a part two because it's my little nephew birthday. So when they come back, I'm probably getting off. Most likely I'm getting off. So I'm trying to get as much done. I was trying to get on earlier, just couldn't. All right, just not enough time in the day. So when they come back, I'm be getting off because they're gonna want to do the happy birthday stuff. I got him a basketball hoop for his birthday. All right. Anyway, here we go. Umar, I think Umar did a great job.
How you feel about Shannon Sharpe, him getting sued for $50 million by a white girl, a 19-year-old white girl?
It's interesting, Art, because last week
The Art of Dialogue. This is
I
the
was
channel.
at FDMG Academy doing some
Oh
walkthroughs
shit. FDMG.
with some
FDMG.
potential floor contractors because we still have to get the
FDMG.
floors covered up. The concrete where we remove the rugs that has
Yo, what's up with this dude, man, with this damn school? This dude, like, he's talking to people as they're just retarded. Yeah, so I gotta get the rug done because the concrete under the rug, we got, yo, are you serious, bro? Bro, all that should have been done 7 years ago. This dude's still talking about what he gotta do. I'm sorry, yeah. I'm all in that this guy just pulled a fast one on his supporters, man. But anyway, let's hear his wisdom on Shannon Sharpe.
to be covered up with tile. And so I'm in Wilmington, Delaware, outside of the school, and all of a
Alright,
sudden,
let's get
my
to it.
phone started going
Anybody
off.
wasting time on this guy.
Position that he don't date black women and that he prefers Caucasians. And of course, being who I am, respecting all women, no matter what the color, but I believe black men need to be with black women. And given the fact that Sean Puffy Combs finds
Yeah, I
himself
would
in a
love to
situation he's
interview
in,
Umar.
and R. Kelly finds himself in a situation he's in,
I heard Ish from the
and Bill
Joe Button
Cosby
said
finds
something
himself in a
negative about
situation he's
reparations.
in,
I'm gonna get
and
your
of
next
course,
slide.
Sean Carter
I'm gonna research
freeing
up on him
himself from false
and what he said.
allegations that Tony Busby had lodged against him. You would think that in the aftermath of all of these sex assault cases that's going on, that Shannon Sharpe or any black male celebrity for that matter will conduct themselves in a more responsible manner. So I'm not here to beat a man when he's down, obviously, because as I've made it clear on social media, okay, to the disappointment of many, I stand with Shannon Sharpe. And I stand with Shannon Sharpe on Art for one reason and one reason only. And
Wait.
that is because
Okay.
what he did in having a relationship with a 19-year-old snow bunny is not illegal. And so dealing with
That
the
part.
American court system,
That part right there.
morals has no place in it.
Great
Morals have
breakdown.
no place in American law. If it did, we would have never been enslaved. So
Right.
in a court of law, it's about whether you broke the law. It's not about whether what you did was right or wrong. And so I'm staying.
So let me toot my horn real fast. This is why I'm unbiased, Ron. You see, I disagree with him with his ADD assessment. I think it's pseudo and it's goofy. Okay. I believe the school idea is retarded. But when he's right and he's on something, I rock with him. And right now, what he's saying, I couldn't say it better. Like he's on the money on this.
Standing with Shannon Sharpe because I don't want to see his life destroyed like Puff, like Kelly, like they tried to do to Carter, like they've done to Cosby. I don't want to see this happen to another man. And because she was not legally a child, although too young for nearly all of us to feel comfortable with a man of his age dating her, it was not against the law for him to be with this 19-year-old. So what do we know about this situation?
Keep in mind, it was not illegal.
According to Gabriella Zuniga, she met Shannon Sharpe at a gym in Los Angeles approximately 2 years ago, 2023. Now, Shannon alleges that he tried to present her with an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, which every celebrity should require from anyone they engage with.
Listen to this.
Well, guess what, Art?
Now, this is assuming he's right. Okay, he's saying we're assuming he's right. This says Shannon Sharpe tried to present to her with a non-disclosure. Now, I don't really know if I believe this part, what we're about to say.
Should require from anyone they engage with. Well, guess what, Art? She decides she's not going to sign the NDA.
See, that's something I cannot see happening. A struggling OnlyFans model who's making $20 a month per subscription is not going to sign a non-disclosure to have a high value client, sexual client. That part I just can't believe. But let's go with it. Let's say she said, "Okay, I'm not signing that." Whatever. Let's say if she got a little pimp, a fake pimp with her, who's guiding her, who's gaming her. People say it's Shaq allegedly. All right. Some people say Shaq is involved. Some people say somebody else was involved, like coaching her. I forgot the other name, but this is all alleged. But let's go.
That right there was a warning to Shannon Sharpe that this 19-year-old, who you shouldn't be dating anyway because of her age, because of her race, you need to end this. If she don't want to sign an NDA dating a celebrity, you know what that means. That means if this doesn't go her way, she's going to expose you.
Yep.
Shannon Sharpe should have ended it right there.
Yeah.
The problem was she fit his type. Obviously, Uncle Shay Shay, he likes Caucasian women, as we all know.
Okay.
And he likes them very skinny, which I didn't know. And the reason I'm saying that is the pictures that are floating around the internet on Gabrielle Asu Ninjas is the pictures of a very petite Caucasian woman who, not being disrespectful when I say this, appears to be built like a 13, 14, 15-year-old child.
Now that's a stretch. I seen the pictures. She don't look like a 13, 14, 15-year-old child. At this point, he's doing too much. See, he just goes, I give him a little credit, he just go wild. That chick don't look nothing like no damn 13, 14, 15. But let me show you the double standard. So this woman right here got she got pregnant by Jalen Green, a Houston Rockets star player who's in the playoffs right now, playing against Stephen Curry. I think it's number 4 or something like that. Okay, good job. Go. So but check this out.
Do you want any more kids or are you done?
Oh yeah, I want more kids.
She about 40.
Like how many?
Like one, I think.
So like
Now this chick like 40. Look, it's always some gorilla interviewing her. Okay, see, like she's just this tether just all in love with this red bone. You know, just oh my God, I can't stand when y'all worship light skinned women. Like she just admires. She think the other woman ain't that cute to me. But she just the red bone, the hair. She just think the red bone just looks just like a 10.
the person you're
How about lose some damn weight and get in a gym and stop admiring somebody else who you believe is beautiful.
Dating, you see like a future with them?
I think the question you were asking me
Weird.
is if I wanted more kids, and I feel like I want more kids, and I feel like at this point in my life,
Stella, this is a woman with grown kids. She's 40 something with grown kids talking about she want more kids. She want to start all over.
right?
Yeah.
The relationship is amazing to have, right? But that's not what I'm basing having a kid on because
Right.
Yeah, she's
I'm
not
very
that cute to me. She just
non-traditional. I feel like
okay. She probably got a petite, nice body. Probably it look like, but her face, this face does not look cute to me at all. Y'all be stuck on that. Oh, y'all think everything light skin is cute. Not me. You got to be cute. I see dark skin women who are very pretty. I see brown skin women who are very pretty, Carmel, and I see light, and I see like like Mariah Carey light. Okay, that's very pretty. She's not one of those very pretty women. She just light, probably with a nice body, but this is what most Negroes like. The hair, but ain't nothing about this chick beauty. Nothing about her face comes off to me as this is dime. Nothing.
you can co-parent without being in a relationship. Maybe just two people.
No, this chick talking about co-parent. Yo, yo, people, women like are disgusting. And this is why I'd rather not date a fucking mixed mulatto thought. I think they are the most mixed up and crazy. I'm look at this chick. Oh yeah, and we're gonna raise a kid together and just co-parent. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with mixed. Hey, what are you? I'm mixed with so and so. I'm good. Bye bye. I'd rather date all white, all Hispanic, all Chinese, all Australian, Arab, all black than something mixed. I'm good with a mixed up person because they are mixed up in the guy. The Bible says a double-minded person is unstable in all their ways. Those mixed folks, I'm sorry. If you mixed, I'm sorry. I just can't. I just can't. Prove me wrong.
People say, "Hey, you want a kid? I want a kid. Let's just have a kid and like let's just see."
Really? So you would
I'm
do
very
that?
like free spirit. I'm very
You heard that? Oh, you want a kid? Want a kid? Okay, we just have a kid. So she don't want it. She's free spirit. She don't want to be in love. She don't want to raise the kid together in one household in a nuclear family setting. You want a kid? I want a kid. I mean, this is disgusting behavior. And for a man to see this and go, yeah, yep, I want her.
open and just
Okay, so of course it's a shade room, a bunch of tethers. All right, undermining FBAs. Now look at this right here. This is the same woman. I want to show you this.
Dre and Michelle's recent
Her name
outing
Dre
was a
Michelle.
family affair. The former Basketball Wives star took her eldest son, Nico Howard, to see her boyfriend, Jalen Green, and
What am I doing?
his team play basketball.
Okay, listen. So she took her son. This is her son. Her son is 22 years old, right? Watch, listen to this. She took her son to a basketball game. Look what happens.
Dre and Michelle's recent outing was a family affair. The former Basketball Wives star took her eldest son, Nico Howard, to see her boyfriend, Jalen Green, and his team play basketball at the Toyota Center in Houston. Drea and the 22-year-old sat courtside as Jalen, who's also 22.
You heard that? So her son is 22 and her boyfriend is 22. But y'all, I almost said some nasty words. But y'all, some of y'all hypocrites did not call this out. Okay, that woman is 20. That woman who just want to co-parent, don't want a nuclear family setting. Her son looks fugazi as hell. She got a 22-year-old son, and she date a 22-year-old man. And of course, she got pregnant, had his baby, and then dipped on him. No family, nothing. And look, keep in mind, she's here with this guy by with no dad. So he ain't got a father. He'll probably be a father as long as she let him be a father, right? To his baby. But it depends how annoying she is to him. He might let go. All right, but that's wild. This is her son, 22 years old, and her baby dad is 22 years old, the same old as her son. But nobody said that's creepy. Only Shannon Sharpe, right? It's just hate. These old, dusty, out of shape women. It's just hate. Watch this dog right here.
Reasons. I mean, we've talked about this that often I date younger men, and a lot of it is because
Let's stop on that, folks.
Okay, so Tracy Ellis Ross said, "I date younger men." Why?
older, I'm also very embodied. I am a full, just not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous?
There's that.
There's that. But a lot of men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have
So men her age are just toxic masculinity. I mean, the look how old this woman look. Now I don't know how young these guys are, but I can imagine they may be 21, 23 years old. And believe me, when you're that young, you just sticking and moving. You ain't on that phone like how Shannon Sharpe was doing. These young dudes are not on that phone with this woman. She's calling them, harassing them. She's showering them with gifts to get them on the phone, but they are literally sticking and moving. Okay, they are not sitting around talking to this woman on the phone.
been raised in a culture
So
where
you know what she would do to keep in those inner circles with those young guys? That means she got to do what they're doing. She's probably gaming. She's probably in the booth with them as they freestyle. She's sitting there fake dancing, whatever. That's what she's doing. She's probably getting them free studio time. That's how she gets in the conversation with these young guys. Young guys ain't gonna do what Gabby did with Shannon Sharp. They don't converse with the older woman. They're just plugging. They stick and move. Okay, they don't play around like that Gabby woman.
where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. And anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was.
Now, here's the thing. Like women like her, they only look for toxic men. Guys who just got out of prison a year ago. Muscles everywhere. That's what these women look for. They don't look for good men. So they get what they're looking for, and the boy toy is fun after a while, and then he become abusive, right? Because that's what he was. Like he's violent. That's why he's in prison for 25 years. So when he's home for 2 years, yeah, he's gonna be violent eventually. He can start drinking and drugging, and he's eventually gonna put his hands on you. But that's who you attract. You like men who you can control. You don't like men who are well established. So when I say men who control, women that believe they have like they're independent. They like men who are dependent. And when I say control, I'm saying men that are dependent. Those are the men they can control because that man is driving her car. That man is living in her house. That man is spending her money. He's dependent on her. These women like men like that are totally dependent upon them, the women. They don't like men who are equal to them or doing better because they can't control them.
A possession or whatever those
And
things.
that's the real reason why she dates younger men or she gives them sex because she's not dating them. They're not. She looks old. Okay, she don't look good for her age. She looks old. The other woman, Dreamon Mitchell, whatever that chick named Drea, whatever, she looks good for her age. She does not. She looks like an old lady. Ain't nobody talking to you on the phone. Believe that.
Were or prize or and
No. Men don't call you the prize. You ain't the prize, mama. You believe they're the prize. That's why you want them. They don't want you.
or whatever those things were or prize or and I have no interest in it and I will not.
Yo, I'm 47. I will not date this woman. She looks too old for me. I have no idea how old she is, but whatever she is, she looks too old for me. You cannot look this old trying to date me. I'll pass. You gotta have some youth to you. This chick looks old, and she's claiming she dates younger men. No, you don't. They just plug and go.
Not do it again.
Okay, that woman looks old. She's too old for me, and I'm older, so you know she ain't got no chance with a younger dude. But you can miss me all that damn lying that she's doing. Cut that out. Give me a second. Hey, peace, Timmy. Long time, bro. Where you been at? Golden Peace. I don't have no respect for a black woman wearing a blonde. Yeah, exactly. Hey, yo, first of all, she's a tether. Like the shade room is a bunch of tethers, a bunch of foreigner black women who undermine FBAs all day long. They paint us in the worst light possible. Yeah, so those are all tethers over there, man. A gorilla with a damn blonde wig on. I don't respect them either. Ricardo, American Dream. Yo, Donnie said, is that? Oh, yeah, I reread that. He said, Dion need to go full or full RBG because it's that'd be fun. Yeah, you know what? Nah, no. Donnie, no, not full RBG. He needs to go full FBA. Okay, full FBA. We are winning. You got the director of Sinners. What's that movie? I don't know. I didn't watch that. But the director of Sinners, who's saying he's FBA, and you got another guy I'm gonna show a picture of later. That got like 300,000, 350,000 followers. His name is like Urban Politics, and now he's embracing his FBA identity. So we are winning, American Dream. We are winning. We got people with crazy influence, crazy subscript followers with crazy subscribers who are in Britain making movies and saying they're FBA. We are winning, not losing. It's not a movement. We are winning. And people like myself is making sure we win. I'm the defensive unit. Okay. So now let's go back to Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson, he get a little wacky, but for the most part, he did great. For the most part, he did good. He got wacky, but for the most part, he did good.
She doesn't appear to be developed like a woman. She doesn't appear to be a woman who's in.
And I don't believe that. Like the no. So like he's this is his opinion. See the opinion you try to make a fact. I don't like that. Dude, that you're projecting that woman looks like a 19-year-old, bro. Nothing about her looks like a 13, 14 girl. I can't go with that. He's trying to make Shannon Sharpe like a pedo. No, dude. He's seen a 19-year-old hot OnlyFans woman in his mind, and he wanted to bust her ass. As simple as that. He was not going after a 13-year-old 14 lookalike, dude. Stop. That's what Drake did with that Bobby Alfna dog that he was in a bed with. Now that chick looked 13 years old and she's like 90 years old, dude. Okay, no, I'm not running with that narrative. Shannon Sharp was not looking for a little girl, dude. No Chris Hansen shit. Stop, Umar.
Childbearing age. There's no curves on that body. There's no lumps on that body. And according to her, allegedly, Shannon Sharpe told her that if she would lose enough.
Yo, what picture is he watching? What picture is he looking at? The picture I seen, the chick got a body. She got lumps. What the hell he talking about? Yo, yeah, this dude is wild.
Wait for him, he would buy her some artificial breasts.
So he said, if she lose weight for him, that's funny because the audio she talked about gaining, she talked about being 150 pounds. So, okay, Umar, he's losing me now because the audio she was trying to get Shannon Sharp back, and she was saying, "Hey, I'm at 150 now." So it looked like Shannon wanted a thick bone, a thick woman, and she was bragging about, "Hey, I look like your prototype, like what you want." That's how I'm looking right now. That's what she was saying. So Umar, here you go with the wacky stuff, man.
Now that's very puzzling to me, Art, because she's already extra skinny.
All right, let's go. I don't know what skinny tweak
Almond,
you
he
talking
don't
about.
want butter pecan, he don't want foot and curvy. So anyway, they engage in this BDSM relationship. It appears that both of them allegedly are sadomasochistic. They are into BDSM behavior, bondage, domination,
Yeah, now that's weird.
submission,
Okay, that's
and
weird.
humiliation. That's what BDSM means. Now, some
And guess
people
what?
are asking the
You ain't
question,
on
Art,
trial with me.
why?
Okay, listen. As long as the person is legal, what you do with them sexually in bed, that's on you. I don't give a damn what y'all do. You dig? I don't give a damn what y'all do. That's what you guys do in your bedroom. If y'all want to cosplay, slave play, whatever, dominant matrix, whatever that garbage is called, that's what you want to do. That's what you do then. Like that don't that doesn't do anything for me. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh man, you weak. No, dude, do what you want to do. She could tie you up and put an apple in your mouth. I gives a god damn. Okay, that's what you want to do. That's what gets you off. That's what makes you stay with her. Cool. That's what makes you happy. That's what satisfies you. Cool, nigga. Do it. Put all apples. Do whatever you want to do, my boy. My sister, do whatever you want to do. Y'all into that? Cool. I'm not into that, but that's what y'all want to do. Cool. Because what I do, you might think is weird. So, no, that's your bedroom. Do what you do. Okay. As long as it's
Didn't
legal and
Shannon
y'all of age.
find someone a little older? Why didn't Shannon, with his money and his fame, find an older white woman?
You don't need to. That's why. Look at the picture over here with Bill Belichick. He's 102 and she's 24. He's 102, she's 24, and nobody's telling him he's too old. Nobody's telling him, hey man, find somebody your age. Hugh Hefner had all those Playboy bunnies, like 19, 20 years old, and he admitted that he was in sexual relationships with them. Nobody told him his entire career, hey, find somebody your age. Don't worry about what a grown man wants. Some grown men want younger women. Some younger women want old ass men. Some older women like like what's that chick name? Tracy Ross want younger men, and Drea. And some younger men want older women. Do what you do. As long as y'all legal, I'm out of your business. I don't care if a 19-year-old man wants a 75-year-old woman. That's on you, my boy. Go do you. I don't care if a 19-year-old woman wants a 75-year-old Elijah Muhammad. Go do you. Go do you. Now, if he's manipulating you, if he's grooming you, if she's grooming him, if she's manipulating, yeah, that's going to rub me the other way. Okay. But Shannon Sharpe did not manipulate that woman. She was already an OnlyFans slut. Okay. She was already selling her body. He was another client. He was a high clientele. He was a high client. That's all. He was a high class um client. You dig? That's what he was.
Or older black woman, even if you went with
Man,
your
nah, see, I don't go that route. And this dude ain't got the right. He. How many sex scandals is Umar in? Like, come on, Umar, stop. You in like 5 sex scandals, dude. Stop it.
30s, even if you went with your 20s, why didn't Shannon, with his money and fame, get a woman who was a little bit more?
You know why? I can answer that easy, Umar. So you a big fat dude that didn't get women. I got women, all right. A hella women as I was like in my early 20s and all the way to my like mid 30s. I'll tell you why. Because if you're sticking and moving, if you're just sticking and moving, you don't need an older woman. Yes, if you want conversation, yes, you will get an older woman. But if you're just sticking and moving, you don't need an older woman, Umar. That's why, my boy. If he's just sticking and moving, he don't need an older woman, and he don't need an older woman anyway. Why are people taking that narrative, dude? Let him. He could do what he want to do as long as it's legal. We're talking about the woman shaking him down, my boy. We're talking about him letting himself get played by this young woman. Okay, that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about. We're not age shaming. All right, you didn't age shame Malia. Yeah, so we're not age shaming today. No.
Mature. I'm gonna tell you why I think he didn't get a woman who was a little bit more mature. Art. Number one, he's not interested in women who are a little bit more mature. But also,
Duh.
you and I know that if you get you a sophisticated black woman, and I'm assuming it's the
All right.
same for the Snow Bunny Mafia, but if you get you a sophisticated black woman, she ain't going to be doing all that freaked out stuff.
Exactly. That's why he does not want her. Stupid. Yo, what's up with these guys? Yo, is that retarded? Yo, he wants to smash and pass. When I was on that smash and pass, I didn't want no sophisticated women. Cause they were not gonna do that. I wanted a woman who was about that life. That is fool talking about. The fool, man. Just talking.
early on in the relationship. You're going to have to earn that if you get it at all. If you understand what I'm saying.
Exactly. That's why
Ain't no black
go that
woman
route.
I know, not no black woman of
Dude,
respect.
he's 56 years old. He's not trying to look for a wife. He's not trying to become a husband. He just want to smash and pass. Like you, Umar. You got 2 baby mothers. You didn't marry any of them. You just wanted to smash and pass. He's like you. Okay, look, Umar, you went and got 2 older women around your age. What happened? 2 baby mamas. You dig? So it didn't work out for you. And guess what? You got drama with both uh failed relationships. So your way didn't work either. And you had 2 black women near your age. So yo, dude, you're the worst example of trying to shame Shannon into what he should do sexually. You're the worst example.
Whether she's a celebrity or regular working class sister with a 9 to 5 trying to make ends meet. She is not going to be engaging in BDSM behavior unless you put a ring on it.
Exactly.
You're either going to put a ring on it or you're going to pay her up front. And it appears that in Shannon's relationship with Gabriella, he wasn't taking care of her financially, Art.
Yeah, and that part I agree with.
It does not appear that he was taking care of the Snow Bunny financially. Because if he was, why are there texts of her asking him for $10,000?
I agree with that.
If you are a multi-millionaire celebrity,
I agree with that. That's what he messed up.
King of the Black podcast amongst the celebrities.
Yep. He messed
You
up. You
on, News One, you're on First Take with Stephen A. Smith. You on ESPN. Fox used to be on Fox Sports, whatever the case may be. You got money. Why is your side piece, your jump off, why are you not taking care of her?
I can tell you why. Look at him sitting right here with his legs crossed. That's why. He got his leg crossed with damn spandex on, bro. He got yoga pants on and his legs are crossed. That's why he ain't doing that, bro.
He broke the first rule of being a player as a celebrity. You keep them happy so they don't destroy you. You keep them happy so they don't expose you. And he was not taking care of her financially. That was a big mistake. But she was okay with that, Art. Why? Because it appears that Gabriella allegedly was looking forward to having Shannon Sharpe's baby. She kept talking about getting pregnant. And then Uncle Shay Shay made another mistake because he says to her in the text message, if I still F with you around my birthday, if I still F with you around my birthday, you can remove the IUD. So Art,
now,
he's having unprotected sex with a 19-year-old OnlyFans model.
I don't know what text this dude was reading, right? I'm not privy to these texts. Okay, this is my second time listening back to it. I took his word the first time. Now looking back at it, I don't know if these texts actually, like, what text is this dude privy to, man? Is he just flat out lying? Like, yeah, I need to see that text because I didn't see a text. I didn't hear audio come close to what he's saying. Okay, and because he's known to be a liar on other things, I can't trust him on this right here, man. Yeah, so Umar, take what he's saying with a grain of salt, man. Viewer discretion advised. Okay, the opinions and thoughts of Dr. Umar Johnson does not reflect unbiased Ron, FBA Defense Unit, or FBA's and ADOS, American Freedmen, at all. His views and opinions and thoughts are solely his own.
Legal? No. Stupid? Yes. But here's where it gets even more critical, Art. By telling her she can remove her IUD, if you still messing with her around your birthday, you're giving her false hope.
Yeah, I don't
raise it because you're not black. Why would you want a black baby given the hell that black people suffer in this country? I believe she was trying to sweet talk him into the pregnancy. I believe she was trying to sweet talk him into the pregnancy.
I think
then when she said, you better get used to it. She texted him, Art, and she said, you better get used to me Because once you put that big black baby in me, you ain't never getting rid of me. She said, you better get used to me. Because after you put that big black baby in me, you ain't never getting rid of me. And I think that was the text message that scared Shannon Sharpe.
Hey, man.
When Shannon got that text message, when she said,
hey, I'm not convinced that the big black baby isn't his Johnson. Because the way he just framed that, that could be his Johnson. That could be his Johnson, bro. Like Umar Johnson. That could be Shannon's Johnson that he's referencing. That don't mean it's the actual, really literal baby.
after you put that big black baby in me, you ain't never getting rid of me. That's when he knew he was dealing with a psycho. And I think from that point forward, he start trying to separate, failing to realize that you didn't do this to no sister. You did this to a privileged white girl. OnlyFans model or not, she is a privileged white girl. What black men need to understand in America are that they still don't understand. It doesn't matter if the white woman is homeless. It doesn't matter if the white woman is strung out on drugs. It doesn't matter if the white woman is a prostitute. It doesn't matter if the Caucasian is an OnlyFans model.
True.
She is still a white woman in America. And if she accused you of doing wrong, you will be brought down and disgraced as if you were accused by Hillary Clinton herself. And so Shannon Sharpe, not recognizing the political implications of this private sexual relationship, he gave her the weapons that she could use to destroy him. So first it started with, put your black baby gravy in me. And first of all, Art, I don't want us to gloss over the fact that she is objectifying this black baby that she wants to have. Why not just say, I want your baby? Why not just say, I want a beautiful baby? Why not just say, I want Shannon Sharpe's baby? No.
Yeah, so that I agree with him. Okay, so when she said baby, if she meant a literal baby, I agree with Dr. Umar with that. But I'm not so sure she's not talking about Shannon's third leg. You said black baby, because that almost could fit the context as well.
I want you to put a big black baby in me. She's almost calling him ugly. And she's almost calling the baby ugly too. But what I want black men to understand, not that black is ugly for us, Art, but black is ugly for them. And so what she's doing, she's objectifying this baby even before she's impregnated. And this is important because black men need to understand, Art, that white women don't like us. They fetishize us.
Now,
White women don't like us.
Right there.
They fetishize us. And the problem with
not
the
all.
Negro,
Okay.
the problem with the
that assumption I think is a crazy reach. But I will say some white women do have a fetish for black men, and I think some white men have a fetish for black women. I believe some. I don't think all. I think then you have some white, and then you could tell because all they would date is just black men. All they would date is just black women. But you would know because that woman would date like her race also. Like the women with the fetish, they normally don't date their own race. Okay, but if that white woman is normally dating her own race and you were the exception, I don't think the fetish thing is there. It can be, but I just don't think she's the example of that, or he's the example of that. Like he dates white women, and you just came across his path, and you were good. Y'all bonded. He dated you. I don't believe that one is gutter. It could possibly be genuine. I don't think every black and white relationship is gutter. I think there could be genuine love there. I mean, to say none of them are genuine is crazy. That's a crazy reach.
Coon. The problem with these politically unconscious, sexually thirsty black male celebrities, Art, is they can't tell the difference between a white woman who favors you and a white woman who fetishizes you. White women don't favor black men. White women fetishize black men. So moving on, Art. Tony Busby is suing Shannon Sharpe in court, Las Vegas, Nevada, Clark County, for his client, Gabriella Zuniga, Niggas, on 2 counts of civil violation. Number 1, he's being accused of intentional infliction of emotional distress. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. And number 2, he's being accused of 2 counts of sex assault. So you got intentional infliction of emotional distress and 2 counts of sex assault. Now, check this out, Art. Some people are asking the question whether or not I believe that the white power structure involved itself in this lawsuit. People are asking whether or not I believe.
All right, so let me fast forward. Well, we don't care about your belief because we know you're gonna have the extreme belief. You dig? One second.
The elites of the world put themselves or had some influence on this case, and I believe they did, Art. I'm going to tell you why. Gabriella allegedly told Shannon, let's back up. She sent Shannon a text, Art, and she said, I need $10,000. She sends Shannon a PayPal link for $10,000. Uncle Shay Shay says, I don't hit the Cash App. I got.
All right, so now this part, if that's true, Umar's gonna make some sense here. See, you got to watch him. He's Dr. Umar's a lot of eat the meat, throw away the bone type guy, but that's only for us. That's clever. For the average joker, the casual person, I say don't watch him at all because it's too much eat the meat and throw away the bone. But you don't know what's bone and you don't know what's meat if you're not one of the ones. You gotta be him like us, like me, Claude, Donnie, Ricardo, and the subscribers. You dig? Us, we're him, and we could eat the meat and throw away the bone, but the average person does not know what's meat or bone. So they're throwing away the meat, eating the bone, and don't know it. Or they're eating the meat with the bone. And they're throwing away meat and the bone. You dig? And not realizing it. So, and because of that, I advise you guys, unless I do a recap, don't listen to Umar. Because I can tell you what to listen to and what's garbage. Because like I said, a lot of the stuff he said with some text, like, dude, what text did you read? I didn't hear nothing about that or seen it. Okay, and he got this inside information all of a sudden.
Got 10 grand for you when I see you. Gabriella says, I need it now. I'm broke. Uncle Shay Shay said, I'm not sending you no money electronically. 10K when I see you. So guess what she does, Art? Gabriella tells Shannon, take a picture of the 10,000 and text.
Now I don't know if that's true, but if she said that, Shannon's a fool. I mean, if that's a clear sign of I'm trying to blackmail you, and he should have cut her off right then and there. All right, but Shannon Sharpe is a dumb monkey. So make no mistake, I don't believe he raped her, but he is a dumb gorilla. Okay, he's a dumb gorilla, and you see how he's sitting over here. He might be a bisexual dumb gorilla. I don't know. I'm just going by what I see. He got yoga pants and he got his legs crossed like a gorilla. So that might be what he is.
It to me. Guess what she was doing, Art? When
And I ain't
she
judging him.
asked Shannon Sharpe to send her a picture of the $10,000, she was setting him up right then. She was setting him up with the 10K. What do I mean, Art? Prostitution is illegal in Clark County, Nevada. Prostitution is illegal
Now,
in most states.
This part I don't agree with. Like, bro, Okay, if he got locked up for prostitution, so what? That's a simple like misdemeanor charge. So what? So many people get locked up for prostitution, like celebrities, and it does nothing. So this part with Umar talking about, okay, so Umar, he get locked up for prostitution. So what? How much time he doing? He's not doing no time. He's gonna pay a fine and that's it. Be on probation for maybe 2 weeks. That's it. Community service, bro. That's no heavy. Prostitution ain't no heavy charge. Like that you talking about?
So the reason she wanted Shannon Sharpe to send her a picture of the money so she could have him arrested for solicitation of prostitutions. She plays dirty, brother.
I don't believe that because that means absolutely nothing. Okay, I mean Umar, are you crazy? Let's Google that right now on the fly. What's this dude talking about, man? Just saying stupid shit. Hmm. Let's see. In Georgia, prostitution is a misdemeanor, stupid Umar, with penalties including fines and up to a year in jail. Ooh. However, the specific penalties can vary depending on the circumstances, such as whether it's a first time offense, a repeat offense, or if the act occurred within a certain proximity to a school, playground, or place of worship. Additionally, what? What? Additionally, what? Come on, man. Additionally, related offenses like pimping, pandering, and keeping a place of prostitution can carry more severe. Right, right. So look, and we know he's not doing no damn year. He's a millionaire. Okay, this would be fines. That's it. Fines and probation. Umar, that conspiracy theory sounds stupid. Okay, she got him locked up for prostitution. Okay, ooh, his reputation is so damaged. He gonna lose his contracts. No, that's nothing. That's nothing. See, this is when he goes off the rocker. Okay, off his rocker. That's why I say you guys don't know what is the meat and what is the bone. You need to tune into my shit. So I'm telling you, I told you, I said prostitution ain't nothing but a damn fine and a probation for 2 weeks. Now I googled it, nothing. Up to 1 year, nothing, nothing. So ooh, she gonna get him for prostitution. So what? There's no big. It's a misdemeanor. There's no big trouble there. There's no big news.
She plays dirty. She
Let me fast forward.
incarcerate the first black heavyweight champion.
He going somewhere else. Yeah, so you know, I'm kind of embarrassed now because I thought I agreed with him, but as I'm watching it back, like he kind of sounds stupid as hell.
In submissive sex. If you are having sadomasochistic sex, how do you know when it's sex and how do you know when it's assault?
Yeah, that part is true. Like when they say choke me and spank me, okay, so that part he's saying is true. You're playing with fire because, like he just said, at any minute she can say it's assault because it actually is. It's just consensual.
When does the sex stop and when does the assault begin? And it appears to me, Art, that she didn't have a problem with him sodomizing her. She had a problem with him not using a condom when he did it. But then my question becomes, if y'all were already having unprotected sex for nearly 2 years, why did you need him to wear a condom this time?
Right.
I'll tell you why she needed him to wear a condom this time,
don't do it.
because she was setting him up, as he rightfully said.
Okay, I agree with this.
For the shakedown.
I agree with that.
For the shakedown. So first of all, Art, she wanted a baby out of Shannon Because for a snow bunny dating a wealthy black man, a baby is financial insurance. For a
That may be
snow
true,
bunny dating a successful black man, the
but
mixed
I don't know
race
how true it
baby,
is
the
in this
big
situation.
black baby, is my financial insurance. She thought Shannon Sharpe was into her until the infamous Instagram Live scandal. You remember
Now
that?
this might be
When
true,
Shannon Sharpe was caught on tape banging out a snow bunny on.
and that's why that's wild for him to act like he loves her and that's his girlfriend, and then he goes screw somebody else, and then he leaks it out to prove he ain't gay, whatever. Like Shannon, dude, the fact you got to prove you're not gay, you're gay. All right, it's okay, man. It's a lifestyle, bro. You're not on trial. I ain't judging you. That's your life. It ain't mine. You're not in my circle. I don't have gay friends, right? I don't want gay friends. I don't have a problem with gay people. Do your thing, be great. But I don't have friends who are into rock and roll. Does that mean people who rock are bad people? No. I don't have Jewish friends. Does that mean Jewish people are bad? No. I don't have um let's see who else. I don't have Arab friends. That means Arabian people are bad? No, I just don't have them as friends. I don't care to. Like I like to hang around FBAs.
On Instagram Live. He claimed he didn't put the Instagram Live on. We will never know the story, but that ain't the point. The point, Art, is she was looking for a baby until Shannon cheated on her with the Instagram Live scandal. Everything changed after the Instagram Live, Art. Everything changed. She went from wanting to be a baby mama to being an extortionist. Because after that,
That might be
it
true.
became all about the money. She told
Peace, Nat
Shannon,
Turner.
she said, I know you missed this big, juicy booty. I don't know what booty she talking about, Art,
Start now, peace.
because I didn't see no booty. I saw two pale, ashy, extra flat buttermilk biscuits. I don't know what booty she claiming she
I don't
got.
think she had a
But
nice body
anyway,
either. I think she had a decent
she
body.
told
It
Shannon,
wasn't bad.
you have to pay me
Now
$25,000
this part
for
Umar
each
gonna
one of my
say gonna make some
cheeks.
sense because I was thinking about this.
25K for the left cheek, 25K for the
So
right
right
cheek.
here,
Here's
I'm
the
gonna agree with
problem
him
with that,
here.
Art.
I'm gonna agree with him here.
If he only needed to pay you 50 grand for your flat cheeks, 50K,
She didn't have a flat butt at
how
all.
did you end up at 50 million?
Okay, now that part I thought about myself. I'm like, yo, hold on. If she said 25K a cheek, why is the lawsuit for 50 million? That's only 50,000. So I thought there was a mistake. Okay, so when I heard about 25 per cheek, I'm like, maybe they meant 25 million. I'm like, 25,000 plus 25,000 doesn't equal 50 million. It equals 50,000. So I was kind of like dumbfounded too.
Art, she said 25K for each cheek. That's only 50 grand. So how did we go from 0 to 100 in a couple weeks? You just wanted 50 grand.
Right. This part
But your lawyer, Tony Busby, wants 50 million.
Yeah, this part is
Here's
true.
why I believe the power structure might be involved, Art.
Oh shit.
You are not going to convince me that a 19-year-old OnlyFans model, I don't care if she black, white, brown, yellow, or red, you are not going to convince me that if you offer a 19-year-old
This part is true, but
OnlyFans
that
model
don't mean there's a
who
bigger player
sells
involved.
videos of her body for cash apps on the regular. She sells videos and pictures of her body on the internet
That's true.
for cash apps. And she gets offered $10 million to walk away
And she
when
did not
she
take it.
only asks for 50 grand. Think about this, Art. She
Yeah.
only asks for 50 grand.
Right. I'm with
Shannon Sharpe
with him on
says,
this.
I'm going to give you 10 million to walk away.
And she didn't.
And she says no.
Right. Now
Art,
that part I'm with Umar 100%. I thought about the same thing. I'm like, this broke ass OnlyFans model said no to a quick 10 milli. Like, yo, that's a huge win for her. That's a huge L for Shannon. This fling, this 19-year-old fetish thing for Shannon Sharpe cost him $10 million. Okay? And she said no. I'm with Umar here. Like, I was like, wait, what? Like, it don't make any sense. Like, cause I think she's not. I don't think she's gonna be able to sue Shannon Sharpe. Maybe depends on what the leaked video she put out, displays, and it might make it because it might be the cosplaying thing. Like, and Umar and Shannon doesn't have his own copy. Stupid big black gorilla don't have his own copy, so he just bound by her shit. How he edited it and doctor it up. Stupid Negro.
Do you know of anybody on OnlyFans? Do you know of any 19-year-old teenager who, if offered 10 million to shut up and go away, when they only wanted 50 grand, do
Right.
you know of any 19-year-old girl who is not going to take the 10 million?
Okay, now that's true what he's saying right there.
Anybody
I,
taking 10
I thought
million?
the same thing.
Thank you. You on
Because
OnlyFans, you making money by
because you won. The whole goal was the play was to take millions from him. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. You got 10 million. You win. You said no. This dude gave you a guaranteed 10 million and you said no. You want 50 million? Of course the lawyers involved. So, but Umar, like some other guests I had, they just go to the extreme max with these fucking conspiracy theories, bro. That don't mean that there's some bigger fishes involved. That just means Tony Bugsby, that's just how he plays, man. That's how he plays.
selling your body, so you clearly not doing too well in these streets. You get offered 10 million and you turn it down. I believe the NFL power structure,
See, he's going too far. See, that's when I gotta stop it right there. See, I can't listen to anymore, bro. What the? I mean, bro, you're reaching like crazy right now, dude. Tony Bugsby, man, that's the way he had her do. That's what he does with the Diddy's and the R. Kelly, whoever he represents, the Deshaun Watsons, the Jay Z. He have them ask for ridiculous number. That's what he does, man. That don't mean there's a white power structure and all this bullshit. You ain't know that's some shit she got into. She probably was coached by some bum ass Negro, and Tony Busby came in and sealed the deal, made it worse. Okay, zero tolerance facts. Peace, brother. Yeah. Zero tolerance. The fact that I'm telling you, bro, I peeped that right away. Like, yo, you just won 10 milli, and this dude was giving you 10K here and 5K there and 1K here, and you got 10 milli, 10, you won. You know how many more visits you got to do with him to get 10 milli? That's like a whole 2 more years worth of sexual work. And you got it because he's scared. He don't want you to ruin what he got going on. And you said no. That yo, man, I'd have told Tony Busby, yo, move. Give me that. Shannon, wire that shit. Send that non-disclosure, whatever you got, bro. If I'm a woman, I'm like, yo, game on. Send that shit. Send that to me if I'm a woman. Cause that was the whole play. The whole play was to do that. The whole play was to get really, I guarantee you, all she wanted was one. All she probably wanted was like 100K, 500K, and at best 1 million. He's giving you 10 milli. As somebody, I was watching Smiles. Somebody said Shannon Sharpe should have never offered 10 million. He should have offered 1 million. He went too high. Okay, he said 10 million, so they said 50 million. Had he said 1 million, they probably would have said 10 million. He was like, all right, fine. Okay, good. He did, and we wouldn't know nothing about it. Golden Brown says, when you are a black man that is rich, you need the grassroots connection to have soldiers to take care of the dirty laundry. Yeah, man. Listen, to me, it's real simple, bro. Stop being game goofy. So somebody said in the chat, he's a square. He is. He's game goofy. Do you not from the hood? You never was from the hood. It's okay. It's okay. You're just not hood, and we know you're not. Like just like we know Kwame not. We know American Dream not hood. Y'all not from the hood. That don't make you a bad person. You just not from the hood. Let me show you something, man. Like Fire Marshal Bill. Like, come on, man. What y'all think y'all talking to, man? Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Good. Y'all think shit is a game, man. Okay, just give me a second. Wait for this shit to load up. My God, load up, man. God damn. Okay, listen. So that's me. Okay, this is my Instagram, right? I hardly ever post, but this is me. Hold on. If I can make it bigger. I can't make it bigger. Fuck. That's whack. Okay. That's okay. So this is the projects in my city. This is me right here. This is me. Okay. This is my people's right here. We're in the project. That's the projects in the back. These two, they're from the project. I'm not. I'm just in the project working out. That's me. That's these guys. I'm hood. Some of y'all niggas can't do this. I'm in the hood and I'm working out with hood niggas. You dig? Stop, man. Stop. Y'all not ready, man. Y'all not ready. Y'all run y'all mouth online. Y'all not ready. Y'all never even seen this picture. Some of y'all have, but some of y'all didn't. I don't go around gloating the goddamn hood. But this is me right here, man. Look how chiseled I am. Well, I was. Look how chiseled I was. Working out in the hood. I had a little towel on my head because it was hot as shit. We're in the projects, man. But I don't go around talking no goofy shit to y'all. And that don't matter. What matters is FBA reparations. That cut the goddamn check. That's what matters. Being on code and cut that check. I'm not glorifying the hood. The hood is garbage. The hood is something white supremacy created. That ain't something we created. We created Black Wall Street, rich districts. The white man created poor districts like the hood, the ghetto. But I'm from that cloth. People can't do that. People can lie and just tell stories. They can't show you nothing. You dig? I'm actually in the projects working out. So, yeah, so Umar is a clown. Umar's a clown. He ain't from the hood, and neither is Shannon Sharpe. But Shannon Sharpe is worse. Shannon Sharpe is worse. He's game goofy in every sense of the word. Now, I had some Tariq stuff I might play tomorrow. You dig? But sometimes I gotta show shit just to let y'all know. Like, listen, man, I ain't just talking. I'm not a tether like American Dream and Kwame. Okay. It's okay you're not from the hood, Kwame. Right. Your niggas not from the they tethers cosplaying, dude. They watch it from the outside trying to emulate us and shit. And not from the hood. So I can show simple shit like that. Look, and none of those guys were tethers, by the way. So you see what I'm saying? Like I like listen, but that's not like I said, nothing to gloat. The hood is some shit white supremacy created. But you see, like I people get online and fake who they are. I get on here and just be who I am. Uh Donnie Williams says it's okay, American Dream and Kwame the tether, y'all not from the hood. Golden Brown said, why do you think the white boys backed up from attacking Muhammad Ali? Because he has the Nation of Islam behind him. And they will, yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. And this is why they back up off Tariq Nasheed and people like that because they know what's coming afterwards. They know if Tariq got jumped by some white supremacists, they know good and well those white supremacists' ass gonna be grass. They know good and well FB is gonna crash out and light their ass up. They know that. We fight. Not like other blacks, they don't fight. They get along and go along. We actually fight. But I'm out.